Hello guys, Shopper came back here once. Get started out of the video. Why don't Kimura and Aoki just quit? Cause like multiple times throughout the series, you always see the thing of maybe I should retire, maybe I should give up, maybe I should do this and that, maybe, but they never really seem to do it at all, really. They just kind of just, oh, Yoki's gonna do it, I'm still do it, or just, I just should change my name to Tatakana. It'd be like a rebirth, reborn. I still keep going. Time and time again, at least 3 or 4 times, the question of Kimura and Aoki retiring has came up, and time again, it's just, they choose not to. They choose to just keep going, to keep pushing forward. Now, I'll address the Aoki part first. Like I constantly said before in previous videos, Aoki has no real reason to be fighting anymore, aside from the fact he liked the hobby. He got a girlfriend, got a successful restaurant chain, got his own commercials. He's already a natural mascot for noodles. He pretty much got a good life going for him. And besides from looking after his little brother, and I couldn't the fact that Aoki this entire time has been a big child star, an undercover child star. You could say he was born for the camera, in a way. But, why doesn't he? In a way, Shinobu did give him a goal. In a way, Shinobu did reinstate some things and gave him some remotivation to keep on going, to keep pushing, to keep going. Cause I got a goal now. It's to catch Shinobu, to beat him. It's just, I got a goal now. But for Aoki, there's not much reason. He just chooses to. I guess he enjoyed the hobby that much. And even though he's pretty much had all other factors in life filled out for him, he's happy. It's just boxing's an extra bonus. And now he got a goal. He got a reason to keep pushing forward. And if anything happens, he got the noodle shop to fall back on. He's already in a happy relationship. He already have multiple restaurant chains in his belt and 2 loyal employees that listen to everything he says. He's living a good life in a way. So it's just, the retirement thing is just he could if he wants to. Especially after he beat Shinobu, whether it be for the lightweight championship, Shinobu still has it. If he's still the same fighter, maybe without Baron he's completely broken, or he just didn't want to stay afterwards to save his face for this travesty that Shinobu just got outright massacred by Mishiba in like 2 to 3 rounds. And maybe he's still training. Maybe he's better before. But Aoki has gotten better over the years, added new elements to his game, brand new techniques, and hopefully he's finally got over them hemorrhoids and he can see a fresh reinvented Aoki out there trying to take out Shinobu's head. He's going to get him, he's going to take him out, he's going to do it. The Fried King will become Japanese champion. I can see it. It's possible. It's possible. He has been adding extra dimensions and levels to his game. But you can see what the Yankee side, one side of his coin is quite happy, quite uncrispy, and then you get to the more interesting case out of the 2 of them. Because Aoki and Kimura is a combo meal. They're a package. Oh my goodness, you can't have one with the other. And Tomoko, oh yeah, it's Tomoko, and she's just the fries with Aoki. You just get the burger with Kimura. You just get the burger. You just get the burger. My goodness. And what Takamura is the shake, and Ippo the hash browns. My goodness. My goodness. Kentaro and Taihei's the honey mustard and ketchup. And what Itagaki the Itagaki the donut or pretzel. My goodness. But at first, see the Kimura side of things, there is no real reasons to say why he chooses not to quit boxing at all. It's just that every time the question came up, he kind of thought about it. I keep going. Kind of thought about it. I keep going. Thought about it. I keep going if you'll keep going. Even after that, well, I think his name like the last fighter, Jinpachi. Even with him. I just keep going. I keep going. I keep going. And there's no real reason why. There's not much of anything. There's no real reason. He just keeps going. That's the only way to explain. We know that Ippo and Takamura got some great attrition, but Kimura has suffered loss after loss throughout life. and especially in the sport of boxing, and he continues to push us on. He continues to keep going for it. Like I've always said, Aoki's gonna probably be the first one to retire from the sport and stop frequently showing up to the gym. It's just the way it looks like. It just makes the most sense for Aoki to, and all the opportunities and things he's got in his life. But if he got after that, you could easily have Ippo or Kimura, especially after the coach passes away. It could happen at any time, any moment. But for the first one to kind of bring up this question of what if the group split up, just like more of a permanent type of thing, and just catch up every once in a while, they brought that question up, and he was the first one to do it. But you can call Kimura the saddest man in the gym, really, in a way. When you think about it. Live at home with his parents. Nothing wrong with that. Help out his parents at the flower shop. Okay, we rocking, shaking, and taking. Got an uneventful date in life. Like to watch some of them special movies and buy them special figures and figurines. Have an alright boxing career, I guess. He's always at least top 10 in the country. But there's no real hope of being Pacific or anything higher than that, or Japanese champion for Kimura, at least the way I see it. But if you look at it, it's just Kimura's just kind of just there at this point, really. Just he has added a new element of his game to think of. Ippo Makunouchi, he's added a new element, the Dragon Fist Barrage with the feint at the end. Maybe Kimura still incorporating more feints, and it'd be excellent to see how he incorporate that into his normal outboxing style that we got a few glimpses of, but nothing like solid throughout the entire fight. Because when the big fight shows up, he switches his fighting style entirely, like with Jinpachi here or Mishima. So aside from a few quick glances in fight, I really like to see Kimura really get down to the nitty gritty. We have seen a few glimpses of it for like a few good pages. He's using the outboxing footwork, but it's just, I'm not expecting to see like an Itagaki or Suzuki, Kurosawa or Miyata, but it's just like a good fight with Kimura fighting the way he does, just naturally. Just we don't really get to see it. It's similar to the whole like Kimura and Aoki thing earlier, where it was kind of a joke to see them put on a fight for the peanut gallery, and that was just kind of thing that happens. We just laugh at it, as it was as Takamura called it. It's a mud fight. It's sloppy. It's disgusting to look at it. It's beneath him. And this is one of those questions I thought about. Why would Kimura still be around at the gym, or just boxing in general? Just like he told Aoki, you cheated. You went out to find yourself a goal. You went out to find you something to keep pushing, to keep going, and you kind of left me behind. But it's not like it was your fault anyway. So just, even over time, it's just until Ippo helped him. It's just Aoki's coming up with techniques by himself. He got motivation. He got the drive. He got the speed. He got Kimura. Kimura's there. Now, unlike Itagaki, who was just golden prodigy, who's just in the slum and it's questionable what he's doing. It's like decisions. Kimura, it's not like Kimura's some type of slacker, or he don't like to work out, or it's just like, it's not like there's some type of fundamental problem that's delaying him from his goals or anything. It's just, because against Misha, we saw how strong Kimura could actually be, especially be packed up into a corner, especially with the right motivations, going all out. I'm not saying every other performance after that would just been slack or anything, but he just, he's obviously not. But we have heard a quote time and time again from Mishima that Kimura only looks strong against him, and that was it. So, it's just an interesting question to think about, really, of why Kimura is just still there, still boxing. Everybody else in the gym got their own motivations. Takamura want to be the 6th weight division champion. Ippo still trying to learn, even in retirement, what it means to be strong. Aoki's chasing that Shinobu and potentially lightweight Japanese champion. Not lightweight, welterweight. Kimura's not like lightweight. Kimura, yeah, at the welterweight Japanese championship from Shinobu. Yeah, 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 yeah. Is it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause Mishima had to move up twice. Yeah, yeah. Move it to Kimura's weight class at lightweight. Then, like he moved up again. Yeah, yeah. But yeah. Be welterweight champion. Itagaki got his own plans and scheme to outdo Ippo in every form, and in my opinion, he's trying to take out the Monkey. Tay and Kataru's are blank, but those are quite recent characters. But you look at Aoki and what he does with it. No, it's not really anything. You could say at one period of time that the series that was all at the kind of the same level, and that was like back at the rookie. I guess you could say it's that first training camp that Ippo took with them. Is where you could say, well, they're all at the same level. And sure, the A-class tourney shows up, and you know Kimura Aoki sadly goes down, but it does seem like Kimura is starting to get left behind. There's a sense of loneliness when you read some of the chapters of Kimura. Especially when they start to bring up the relationship. Alright, who kissed a girl? This guy. Who been out with a girl recently? This guy. What do you mean you guys are getting? My goodness. And then they found up the stuff from. Why do I always meet up? I gotta think about it. Why do I always meet up in Kimura's room? Now I think about it. They don't meet up at any other people's house. It's always. That's what I said, Kimura's. Oh boy, that's funny. Ugh. That is funny. They don't meet up with anybody else. They don't meet with anybody else house besides for Kimura's. I didn't think about that. There wasn't one time I should have talked Kimura's place, but those are the exceptions. Mostly, they meet at the Kimura, because apparently the Kimura spot is the spot to be. But I don't know. Anyway, just interesting question. I thought of where taking a bath, just sitting there, just with some interesting music playing, just Kimura. But Aoki, Kimura just quit. It's not like I want to see these characters go, in my opinion. That easily top 5 of the best characters ever in Hajime Ippo. But as the reason why they're still in the sport, I guess it's a fun hobby for Aoki, but for Kimura, it's just let's say he was to leave the sport, right? After the Wally fight, right? And then what? It's not like you got a girlfriend to focus on. It's not like you got some type of business where he's just like own multiple chains. It's just back at home to the parents' place, and that's more or less it. How does one of the best characters have to leave achievements? That's quite funny. I didn't think about that. Wow. It does kind of look like it. One of the most developed characters. How much have he achieved? Really? Usually make it to some point in the A-class tourney. Never was able to captain the Japanese. And even Aoki had some guys. He's just like, oh, I know that guy. I know Kojima used to be in my weight class. He dropped one down and just like, you got your boy good old Kimura. Just even then, Aoki got some extra backstory. Even then, back in the high school days, this man was a champion of playing pocket pool. While also having failure relationships. But it seems like everybody else is falling into their place in life. I don't know. It seems like Kimura is the only one still left searching. So it is what it kind of seems like. He's the only one still left searching. Maybe he might stay around the gym. Maybe he might end up just like at one half of the Fuji and Shinoda equation, where it's just he just become a trainer. Similar to Sendo's coach, just become a trainer. But even then he does that, and it's just, even Shinoda got extra things in his life. With him at the woman services. Wait a minute. That means somebody must know. It's Mrs. Makuruchi. How could she? And then you got Kimura. Now, aside from his interesting home videos, there's some interesting figurines. Yeah. And this is why I really was excited to see what it goes on to the future. You got Kimura, you got Aoki, and then you got Kimura, you got Itagaki. You still got Aoki with his fight with Shinobu. You got Tei and Kutaro. You got all these other characters. And I was like, alright, we're gonna get the Wally fight. We're gonna get the Mishiba fight and the Void fight. Then we can just spread this out, baby. You can spread it out. Then it's just, we got two of them. We got all three of them just back to back. Okay. And the Mishiba one and the Void one, there's nothing to discuss. There's nothing to discuss at all. But we got the Wally and Ricardo one. Things are happening. Things are going down. And hopefully after that, we can catch up on the Miyata. Figure out, yeah, we can catch up with Miyata. Then go into Itagaki, or finally figure out what Kimura is gonna do, or Tei or Kentaro, who is just there. Those two characters are literally just there, and that's just it. They're just there. They're their entire. At least with Aoki's background characters who helped them out. At least that was just a gag. That was never meant to be taken seriously, and that was never developed, thrown to the background, and that's the last time we ever seen them. That's all they really ever were. But for Tei and Kentaro, got this elaborate backstory. We spent months with these two characters. The build up to the two fighting, never really happening, and then becoming Ippo disciple. We're all joining Baldhead Nation, and then just the training. They got their hair back. They training with the Makuruchi. And they don't get their married trip to Mexico, and they're just back at just sitting with Itagaki. Now apparently Kimura and Aoki got him pay-per-view, but everybody else gotta watch the pay-per-view at the gym, and the coach is MIA, and similar to Shinoda and Yagi, they're just all just. Then again, when Sendo and Ippo did, it wasn't there either. But it's not like they're doing much these days. But what else did it say for our boy Kimura? Out of anybody, we gotta admit he's the attrition equation here. Apparently he does have the stuff. He just haven't thrown in the towel, haven't stopped. Keep moving forward. Just going out there into the evening. Oh yeah, he's up the tail of the frog. He had such big dreams. I forgot. Yeah, I wrote down the story. I made like a quick mention of it before. There was a tail of a frog, and he goes off to the cliff and is just like, you're feeling froggy, then jump. And he jumps and he jumps, he jumps into the pages, the colors fall off the pages, he jumps to the ink fall off the pages, he keeps jumping and jumping and jumping, and he sees somebody across the shore, but he can't breathe, and then he realizes, I'm fucking drowning. And then when he realizes he's drowning, and he's trying to stabilize himself, he can no longer see the shore on the other side, and he's just there. That's kind of the Kimura equation right now. He's just he felt froggy. He leaped, and after realizing for a moment, I'm fucking drowning. With the Jinpachi fighting starved himself, it turned into I'm just now in the middle of the pond. But we had big dreams, very big dreams. And one day he said, you're feeling froggy, then jump. And he leaped. And he jumped as high as fast as he could. He kept on jumping to the pages floor, to the color floor of the pages. He kept on jumping to the ink floor of the pages. Then you realize, I'm fucking drowning. I know it's a very sad tale. An ironic thing, it's on Aoki who's the Frog King, not Kimura. So it's just an interesting thing. An interesting thing. But I don't know if you guys thoughts and comments here about the Kimura thing, and just how really, out of anybody, he's just kind of there. Don't really have too many major goals. He's just He's just kind of there at this point in the story. At least Teihei got some extended backstory. Kentari's just on a waiting list, and Ligate that can happen at any time. But for Kimura, it's just, sure he was able to beat this guy, but we're just back at square one. How did the rest of the A-class tourney turn out? Is it going to get a chance to fight the champion? Unless it's no longer Misha, but it's just, who's the current champion? And it's just, what happens now? You know, it's been a bit of a shock for King. If you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and, peace.